Welcome everybody to Rave Talk on 99.9 FM radio. I am your host, Abe Miller, alongside Price and Gabe. Today we're going to be going over three topics. We're going to be going over which QB is going to be the biggest bust from this past draft class, who is going to be the Super Bowl winner, we have some predictions, and we're going to preview the Suns vs. Clippers series, the Western Conference Finals. So, let's start off. Price, who do you think is going to be the biggest bust from this past draft?
I think it has to be Zach Wilson because Zach Wilson, he's playing at a school that's not quite well as known. Like Mac Jones came from Alabama, Trevor Lawrence came from Clemson, plus he had a really bad sophomore season. And as you'll see with Daniel Jones, he had that one good year, but you're seeing how he's turning out in the NFL. He was definitely not worth the 6th overall selection. So I very much think this is a repeat of the Daniel Jones situation.
Yeah, that's a very interesting take. Gabe, who do you have as the biggest bust from this draft?
You know, Price, I fully agree with you on the Zach Wilson situation, but for different reasons. The New York Jets, as a franchise, as a team, they're not good. Zach Wilson's talent, I'm not going to question, but it has to all blend together. To be a Super Bowl contender, you have to have everybody at a elite level. Zach Wilson, hey, he could be good, but is his offensive line going to allow him to be good? Now, for another bust in this draft, let's stick with an AFC East theme here. I'm going Mac Jones of the New England Patriots. Alabama quarterbacks are always questioned. Now we're seeing how Tua Tagovailoa of the Miami Dolphins, how he's playing out. That's going to be a question this year also. But Mac Jones may not even start. Cam Newton may be the starter. How am I supposed to know if Mac Jones is going to be good? And to be honest with you, I don't think he deserved that Heisman finalist. I really don't. I don't see a lot of talent in Mac Jones, and if you hate me for it, well, so be it.
You know, Gabe, I think that's a great pick. Cam Newton already gave him the nickname Mac and Cheese. I mean, look at how he's built. It is ridiculous. I think he was carried, and I think carry is a good word. At Alabama, he was showcased as a great quarterback. So dropped to 15 in the draft to the Patriots. I think Bill Belichick could really help him out, but I don't think it'll be enough. Moving on to our next topic, we're going to do Super Bowl predictions and who is going to be the Super Bowl winner. I'll start. I think out of the AFC, it'll be the Ravens, and out of the NFC, it'll be the Rams. I think the Ravens will have a tight AFC championship with the Los Angeles Chargers, and I think the Rams will glide right through the NFC. And in the Super Bowl, I have the Rams winning. I think the addition of Matthew Stafford is incredible. I think the whole offense is going to blend with a young running back, Cam Akers, and the deadly duo of Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp. And I think, obviously, we all know that the defense is incredible.
Well, first of all, with the Rams, you have to think, are we getting the Matthew Stafford we saw in Detroit some of the years, or are we getting, like, the good Matthew Stafford that we've seen, like, for a season or two? And then, so my picks are going to be the Buccaneers and the Chargers, because the Chargers have a lot of young talent, and they have a good receiving core, great defense, and a great offensive line with a great young quarterback. And the Buccaneers, of course, they are the reigning Super Bowl champions, and they have every returning player from their starting lineup. So I do not see why they won't be any worse.
You know, Price, I completely disagree with you about the Los Angeles Chargers. I mean, they don't even have that great of an offense. Justin Herbert may be the offensive player of the year. Who's surrounding him? Only Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. And sure, that running back situation is still up in the arms. And their defense, they have a lot of questions that need to be answered. For the Super Bowl, I'm picking the Arizona Cardinals to win it all against the Tennessee Titans. Now, Arizona has built up their teams over the years. Just a few years ago, they were being laughed at for being such a terrible team. Now, they're going to be laughing at the other 31 teams that are not lifting the Lombardi Trophy in February. You want to know why? There's two reasons. Isaiah Simmons and Zavin Collins. That middle core of the Arizona defense is elite. Arizona is elite as a team. No one's going to be stopping the Cardinals when it comes time for football.
Looks like we got a caller here, and from Fort Lauderdale, we have Gans Randy. All right.
We got some technical difficulties here in the studio. We're going to...
Here we go. Here's the caller.
Hey Hey guys, big fan of the show. So I know you guys were talking about the Super Bowl and the Chargers, and Gabe made a really good point. So for the other two, I was wondering, what is it about the Chargers that really attracts you? Because their defense, while it has some talent, cannot stay healthy. Even when they are healthy, they're too inconsistent. And that offensive line, while it got better, we're still unsure about Rashawn Slater as a prospect. He was really up in the air, and then O-line crumbles if a single person gets hurt. So what is it about the Chargers that really attracts you guys as a Super Bowl contender?
You know, honestly, I have them losing in the AFC Championship to the Ravens. However, I think Justin Herbert could honestly have an MVP-type season. I think Austin Eckler is often slept on, and their receiving core is not as bad as everyone thinks. Also, their offensive line has been incredibly improved. Honestly, like, the addition of Corey Linsley at center, top 3 center in the league, and Rashawn Slater is very underrated because I think he's being overshadowed by the Penei Sewell out of Oregon because he's obviously not the best tackle in his class, but I think he could definitely perform well in Chargers. Also, I think everyone's forgetting about Chargers safety Derwin James. I think he will come back after injury, have a great year. I think the defense is definitely slept on. I think there's a lot of positions on this Chargers team that is being slept on.
Yeah, I mean, the Chargers, I very much think Justin Herbert could win AFC MVP. He's just... You see the potential that he has, and you're just like, whoa, he's going to be a really good player one day. Plus, Derwin James, he's going to come back, and he's going to be better than ever. I saw what he did at Florida State, and he's just an amazing player.
Yeah.
You know, one thing you guys both mentioned is Derwin James. He got injured. This needs to be a Defensive Player of the Year season for Derwin James. He needs to play the best football he's ever played in his career. That's going to be the biggest question for the Los Angeles Chargers.
And I think he can be.
Will Derwin James live up to the comeback hype, or will he fail and leave his team for dead? That is the biggest question for the Los Angeles Chargers in 2021.
Thank you for the call, and we will... All right, thank you for the call. So that will do it for today's talk show on 99.9 FM. Thank you all for listening for our NFL takes. Price, Gabe, great job, guys. And we will see you next time.